goes the...
Fan off कर सकता है.
Crashes against the post. A through ball attempt. Through ball. Golden opportunity. Nice through ball. Nice one. So the final whistle is blown. We're going into the half-time break. Second half begins. Tried a through ball. Fails to keep the ball. Losing possession. Missed only by inches. Building from the back. Beautiful through ball. Through ball. Nice clean through. Losing possession. Tried a through ball. Fails to keep the ball. Score! Again! Losing possession. Fails to keep the ball. Through ball. Face to face with the goalkeeper. Oh, good save. Losing possession. Beautiful through ball. Doubles the personal tally. There goes the ball. Good play, one-on-one. Nice through ball. Beautiful through ball. Reads the play beautifully. A through ball attempt. What an amazing save. The keeper just saved the team. Breaking free. Fails to keep the ball. Great anticipation there. The goalkeeper has done exceptionally well. Goal! Again! Fails to keep the ball. Tried a through ball. Threaded through. It's in! Plenty of power on that. Firing from the corner. Good play, one-on-one. Fails to keep the ball. Carrying the ball forward. Good play, one-on-one. Tried a through ball. No more time, the referee says, and that will do. That's the whistle, kick off. Fails to keep the ball. Threaded through. Reads the play. Corner kick. Firing from the corner. Wonderfully weighted pass. Beautiful footwork. Tried a through ball. Golden opportunity. They are setting up for a quick one. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Losing possession. Fails to keep the ball. A good piece of defending brings danger to an end. Might really be able to trouble them here. They are looking to create space. A through ball attempt. Nice through ball. Fails to keep the ball. Losing possession. Well, that's the end of the first 45 minutes. Consider, based on what we've seen so far, as the second half begins. Good play, one-on-one. It's the moment. Yes, it is. There goes the ball. Looking for options. Beautiful through ball. Good play, one-on-one. Threaded through. Good ball movement and a decent position here. Through ball. Two-thirds through, players showing signs of fatigue. Carrying the ball forward. Nice block. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Good play, one-on-one. The score is now 0-3. Through ball. Beautiful through ball. Fails to keep the ball. Reads the play beautifully. Losing possession. Threaded through. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Rattles the post. Fails to keep the ball. Into open space. Clear sight of goal. The pressure forced the error. Crashing against the bar. Subs getting ready. Sending it deep. Reads the play beautifully. Through ball. Fails to keep the ball. Beautiful through ball. Face to face with the goalkeeper. They've decided that now is the time for him to go to the bench. Good play, one-on-one. A through ball attempt. Oh, they lose possession now. The shot was outrageous. It's a substitution. Trying to find the target man. Losing possession. Tried a through ball. Chances on. direction. They are making a change. Restart from the goalkeeper. The referee says that is all for today. The match is underway. Keeping possession nicely. Tried a through ball. Hit the ball out of the way. Good play, one-on-one. What a chance! Just the keeper to beat! keep the ball. Losing possession. That's a foul. Referee quickly at the scene of the crime. Taking the free kick. Carrying the ball forward. Beautiful through ball. Denied by the keeper. Impressive. They've decided that now is the time for him to go to the bench. Looking to find space. Well-timed tackle. A very timely interception. Firing from the corner. Beautiful footwork. Seeking out a passing lane. A half-baked clearance. A great save. Real class. Good play, one-on-one. Long pass. Put pressure on the player and the ball's gone out. So we'll restart with that throw-in. Through ball. A through ball attempt. Poor decision making. So we'll restart with that throw-in. Keeping possession nicely. Tried a through ball. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Forward long pass. Clear away to safety. Free kick. That's a definite foul. It looks like a final warning from the referee, but still no card. They are setting up for a quick one. Referee has blown